I want to be cool. I want to be like in with all those kids that play cool games, like all the kids that play indie games. And I've been hearing a lot of discourse on Twitter about this game called Cozy Grove. And so I thought, hey, let's check it out. And let me tell you, I've been having a frickin' blast. So I thought it would be really fun to do a little review video for all of you and show you Cozy Grove, tell you just a little bit about it. I'm not like really that good at reviewing things, so we'll just go ahead and hop in, all right? Don't forget to subscribe. It helps me out a buttload. And check me out on Twitch if you want to come see us play Cozy Grove. We try to play it just a little bit before we get our stream started, just to kind of get us in the mood, you know? So definitely come check us out. Let's get into Cozy Grove and what it's all about. Welcome to Cozy Grove, a game about camping on a haunted, ever-changing island. As a spirit scout, you'll wander the island's forest each day, finding new hidden secrets and helping soothe the local ghosts. With a little time and a lot of crafting, you'll bring color and joy back to Cozy Grove. Cozy Grove is currently available on the Nintendo Switch, PS4, Xbox One, and Mac and PC. I did buy it on Steam on sale, actually. It was like 10% off, I believe. Maybe not when you watch this video, because it kind of just like depends on when you're watching, but I thought it was definitely worth it. I'm super glad that I ended up getting it and on sale. Like, how cool is that? So one thing about Cozy Grove that I really liked was the whole aesthetic of it. It kind of low-key reminds me of Don't Starve, if you've ever played that. I think that the aesthetics are pretty similar, and kind of like the spooky little haunted aspects of it, you know, it's kind of like a vibe. When you first start, you get to customize your character, and it has a pretty good amount of skin tones and hairstyles. And once you customize your character, you get to go and meet our friend Flamey, I think is his name, right? I don't know. Yes, I just looked it up. His name is Flamey. But you get to go and meet Flamey, and he kind of gives you a little bit of an introduction on the island and what it's about, why you're there, kind of. I tried my best to pay attention. It's kind of hard to like retain that information while I'm streaming, but you kind of get the gist, you know? The island's all haunted, everybody's a ghost, everyone also happens to be a bear, and you gotta go and like do your scout thing, because you're a scout and you're scouting. Speaking of bears, everyone is indeed a bear. It's very cute, but not just a bear, a ghost bear. And not just a ghost bear, a ghost mixed with something else bear. So there's like a fox bear, there's a postal bear, a tree bear, a seagull bear, ghost bear types of entities are here. Once you start the game, you get to slowly, progressively meet all these bears as you continue through the story. There's a ton of different bears. I'm still unlocking them like days later. It's great. So you get to meet like a new friend every day. It's pretty cool. And basically you complete these quests for these bears and it helps unlock further things throughout the game. The game does occur in real time, so you're able to get on each day and complete all sorts of different tasks. Each time that you help a bear out, you actually make their area more colorful, and I'm sure that a lot of you guys have seen this in various trailers or if you've seen anybody play the game, but some areas are going to have no color and other areas are going to have color, and it kind of switches throughout the day as it progresses in real time. The whole color thing I thought was kind of confusing, but I caught on eventually. Basically, once you complete a quest, that makes the area that bear is in more colorful, and it kind of switches throughout the day. It's really cool. It's just like a never-ending cycle that we're in, kind of like life. The first day that you play, you get to complete like a ton of quests and you get to kind of catch up with the story. And then each day after that, you have about, I would say like an hour consistently each day that I spend playing, just completing my daily quests and just, kind of vibing. It kind of reminds me, and I hate to compare games here, but it really does remind me of Animal Crossing in that sense, because there's really only so much guided story, but outside of the guided story, there is a lot to do. And even though you are completed with your quests or you've got all of your daily stuff done, there's still more to the game that you can do all by yourself. A lot of the quests have to do with foraging, fishing, you dig things up, you harvest trees, you pick at rocks, all that good stuff that you eventually unlock. And just because you're not doing a quest that actively involves those things doesn't mean that you can't do that while you're playing the game. it's kind of cool. You have kind of the liberty to do what you want. There's a whole collections aspect of the game. So with the seagull bear, you get to collect things and bring it to him and he'll give you a reward. Kind of similar to like a Stardew Valley Animal Crossing museum thing, except Blathers doesn't give you anything when you bring him things. Why wouldn't he give us anything? You kind of just give him things for free. And there's also a whole crafting and building mechanic to the game, which is really cool. Eventually, you are able to unlock little craftables. You get to have recipes and go craft things to maybe put around the island, put in your campsite. And each item has a little bit of like a point system in certain categories of decor. Haven't really figured that out yet, but I'll get back to you on that. It's a cool little system, and certain things like each other. I don't know, it's crazy. Eventually you get to have like what I assume to be little pets. I have 2 little birds at my campsite and they just want to be fed every day, and then they'll give me some of their essence. Weird. They'll give you little gifts like essence and money, which is very cool. I don't know how the birds are getting money, but you know what? Get that coin. I don't ask questions. When you're looking for items, this was something that frustrated me initially about the game. It's kind of hard to differentiate between what is like an item that you need to pick up and what is just part of the environment. But I'm telling you, you definitely get used to it. It's not that big of a deal. At first, I was a little frustrated because I could not differentiate like what's like a branch or what's a leaf pile. Oh my God, it pissed me off for the longest time. I could not figure out what the leaf piles looked like. Some of them are actually feather piles, okay? But you do get used to it, and it's kind of part of figuring out the game and how it all works. But there is this little guided quest thing on the side that helps you figure out exactly what you need to be doing and what you need to be looking for. It gives you a little picture, so it's really not that bad. Once you figure out how everything works and all of the little interfaces, it's definitely a breeze. You're just gonna fly by. You're gonna get your dailies done in anywhere between 30 minutes to an hour each day. It's great. So let's real quick get into why I really like Cozy Grove and think you should buy it. I guess this would be considered the review part of my review, if that all wasn't a review before. I don't know, I'm not very good at explaining things. I love the aesthetic of the game. Again, very Don't Starve vibes, very pretty. I love that the areas kind of are unpredictable each day. All of these little environments that the bears live in, they kind of change and it keeps you on your toes a little bit. And plus the whole colorful aspect of the game, how colors are sort of changing and certain areas are fading and stuff. I really, really like that. And I think it's really cool how it ties into the game mechanics as a whole. This game is very casual. Very casual. It's a really nice game to just kind of sit down and relax and play. I really enjoy the casual aspect of it. I feel like even though I might be done with my quests, there's still a lot that I can be doing in the game. Like, it doesn't stop when the quests stop, you know? There's still so much you can do, and I feel like you're not gonna get super bored super quickly. And of course, it's something new. I am sick and tired of Animal Crossing, and I feel like I've played it to death sometimes, so it's really nice to have something that's kind of in the similar genre. Overall, I would say that this is a big winner. If you have a chance to grab it from the Steam store or the Nintendo eShop or whatever the heck you're playing on, definitely would recommend maybe checking it out. But yeah, that's my final review of this game called Cozy Grove. Very cozy. I liked it a lot. If you're interested in checking this game out live on stream, feel free to check me out on Twitch. I am streaming on there. We have a really good time over there, and I would definitely encourage you to come check it out. Don't forget to subscribe. It means a whole bunches to me. I really appreciate you coming to check out this little review. Special thank you to our channel members. You guys are amazing. I love you. I really appreciate you being here through everything, and I will talk to you guys in the next one.